think this is the first time that we've ever consistently uploaded.
Feels fucking great if I have to say so.
2 episodes today, and we're recording a new one.
Yeah.
So, I guess if you don't know what this is Totally Rad Podcast.
Yeah. For once we're being consistent.
I'm Nick.
I'm Wes.
And so I think we should start off with a couple shout-outs.
All right.
So number 1 is our company called The Outcasts. If you want to get TRP merch or any other designs that we have, there's a link in the Instagram bio in mine. And I think the second shout out is we now have an Instagram page.
Yeah.
I've been posting video updates on there, and then eventually we'll be doing funny clips from the episodes on there too.
We'll do like the best moments, probably.
So if you like what you hear, go follow us on Instagram.
I think we can just put that in the description instead of our main bios now, or we can do all 3.
Yeah, in the past 2 uploads, I put our personal individual ones, and then I put the channels one in there too.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's nice. Finally got something
schedule.
Going. I know. I think this. I feel like as soon as our break is over, we're just gonna go back to maybe uploading one every 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, but if we can get a couple on the back burner and just upload
so there's
a bunch
enough,
of them, yeah. But
oh man, sadly, there are no updates on 6ix9ine because that is a topic I love talking about with everyone. It's so fun. Just the amount of shit this guy's in right now. And like, if you haven't listened to episode 5, I think is where we talk about him. He basically got arrested by the feds. If you don't know who 6ix9ine is, you don't have to worry about that for long anymore.
Yeah.
He's going away for a while.
Episode 5, we started off talking about him.
Yeah. They got him. They got him.
And I even titled the episode
They got him,
boys.
Side note. So my uncle, he said that he was listening to, I think he only listened to the first episode, but he was telling me that he listens. And he's like, I don't like how you guys talk about guns on your podcast. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, what? And I'm like trying to think. I'm like, I don't think we did talk about guns, like not once. And he goes, well, you guys are always going like, oh, triggered. So triggered. Oh, they're triggered. I don't know if I like that. I'm like, I shit you not. That's what he said.
Oh my God. I shit
you not. I just started dying. I'm like, oh my God. He's like, why? He's like, is that not a gun term? I'm like, no, just like it's a slang, I guess. But like no one even says it anymore. But like by the time he brought it up, I was fucking done.
Yeah, like back when we made the first episode, it was a pretty popular word, and now nobody says it anymore.
Yeah, no one says it.
He hasn't been keeping up on the episodes if he's still hanging on triggered.
Yeah. Oh man, that I was done. And then wasn't it? Yeah, the second episode with your dad, we had to say what a couple of the slang, or we had to defy the slang that we were talking about.
Yeah,
that was funny.
That was a pretty good one. Yeah, I think he still listens. He followed the Instagram page and he's been liking the posts.
Thank you.
So
more support. Give me support and followers, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I guess my family kind of listens to it. They they'll talk about it, be like, anybody listening to anything good? And then someone go like, oh, the podcast. I'm like, are you though? Like my grandma said it, and I'm like, you don't listen to it.
Yeah.
Grandma, I love you if you are listening to this.
Speaking of
thank you.
Grandmas and our podcast, so I was at my grandparents', and I've already told you this story, but I'll tell the pod.
All right.
So I ordered a Totally Rad Podcast hoodie, which you can get from the link in our bio.
Oh, I remember this story. Okay, keep going.
And so on the front, it's a black hoodie. On the front, it has a pink circle, and it says TRP. And then on the back, it's a pink circle again, like kind of blown up, and it says Totally Rad Podcast. So I'm sitting there at like the table at my grandparents' house, and my grandma just starts squinting and like looking at my chest, and she's like, "What is TRP?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's a podcast that me and my buddy do." And she's like, "Oh," and that's all she said. Not another
she
word.
Went, "Oh."
Yeah, she just was like, "Oh," and that's it. And then I was like, yeah, Maddie and Mac, who are my cousins, they wanted, Mac wanted a TRP hoodie for Christmas, and then my other cousin wanted a different Outcast thing. And I was like, yeah, that's what they want for Christmas. And she just oped me again.
Oh,
like that's all she said, nothing else. And then it was just silent. And then we started talking again. And it was
such an Iowan thing to do.
Oh,
just, oh. How you doing there? Oh, I dropped that right there. Just look out. I'm gonna just pick it up.
Yeah, so I just like make my own hoodies and stuff.
Oh,
that's it.
Okay. You know you're Midwestern if you or someone goes during any situation.
Apparently, you know you're from like the West Coast if you don't know how to pump your own gas.
Really?
You remember hearing about that?
No.
There's a trending thing on Twitter like a little while back where they were saying that they were going to stop having gas attendants, and people were flipping out. They're like, what if I die from pumping my own gas and like all this stuff? And people from the Midwest were tweeting, and they're like,
wait, like actually just putting the nozzle in the tank and
like they just
what?
Apparently you just like pull up and some dude is just
random
standing
guy
there and
does
just
it?
put it in. Yeah.
I mean that's good for like the winter and shit, but I mean like
yeah, but like a bunch of Midwesterners were tweeting and they're like, here we are in the Midwest not knowing what it's like to never have had somebody else pump your gas, and like
I've been
now
pumping my gas since I got my car.
Yeah.
That's
it's a good
crazy.
skill to know.
I've never heard of that. It is a required skill to know if you're going to drive.
Well, yeah, in the Midwest it is anyways. But that's crazy to me. Like, why wouldn't everybody just pump their own gas? Because then if you move away to a place where they don't do that, you'd be fucked.
Was it all like white people tweeting and shit?
Yeah, it was like a lot of people that are like,
that explains it.
What if I
just burst into fucking flames, dude?
Yeah, what if I get gas on myself? It's like, so what?
You smell like gas, bro.
Just don't light yourself on fire.
Just don't go near anything hot, bro.
Yeah.
You'll be okay. I like had a 10-second struggle where I thought I was going to burp.
So today I was obviously editing those 2 episodes. And I got to the last episode, number 5, and it's recording, or like it shows that it was recording, and then all of a sudden there's just this blank spot where it's like completely silent for a minute.
What?
And then all of a sudden somebody says something, and then it says it's you explaining like, oh, my mic cut out.
Oh yeah.
And so I like trimmed the time because when it merged them together, it just made a giant gap of where we weren't talking and we're trying to figure out how to get it started again.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was a fun night. Oh man, speaking of fun nights, I just got my wisdom teeth taken out. I'm alright now, but everyone was like, oh god, you're gonna be okay. I'm like, I know. I'm like, I think the first day is gonna suck, but I'll be fine. And the first day wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
The only bad part for me was like I just can't eat anything.
I think
or
that's
I
another
couldn't eat
thing
anything on the first day.
Another thing we were talking about was like how over exaggerated the people are in the videos. Like you see on AFV and stuff all the time, people winning from wisdom teeth videos.
Winning?
Yeah, winning money.
Oh yeah, because they're like the #1 video. I was like, what the fuck are you talking? Winning?
No, winning money.
Yeah.
But both of us said we had similar experiences of like where we just got drowsy and stuff, but there was nothing funny about it.
Like I just remember talking to the guy, like he puts the laughing gas over my nose, and then they drew blood. I'm like, oh, I didn't know we're drawing blood for this. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. And like he's having a casual conversation. He's like, so are you on winter break? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I just finished, and then I fucking woke up on my couch. I was like, whoa. Like I was in mid conversation with this dude. I just woke up on my couch. I was expecting to finish the conversation, but I was like, fuck. Like, all right.
That was funny because we were talking about that. You're like, yeah, I don't remember waking up. I just remember passing out and then waking up on my couch. I'm like, bro, you fucking snapped me like right when you got out.
Yeah, I checked my phone and I had like a bunch of snaps and shit, and I'm like, oh no. Apparently it's just like one picture of me that I just sent to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't bad. The only thing that really sucks, like me personally, I don't like. Everyone's like, oh, just eat ice cream, you'll be okay. I don't fucking like ice cream or pudding.
Yeah.
So like I just had Jello cups, and that didn't do anything. Like it was just cold, and I was like, all right, I still can't taste shit. My tongue is numb. I can't taste anything, and so I just went to bed fucking starving, and then I woke up the next day and slammed a pot of mashed potatoes because I was finally feeling up to eat. But
there's something about like Jello that grosses me out, but I like it.
really? Oh, okay. So I thought you liked Jello.
I like Jello, but after a while, like the texture kind of grosses me out.
Yeah, I usually make homemade Jello, and I like orange Jello the best,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll put like mandarin oranges in the Jello,
To make the texture a little bit different.
Yeah, and like it makes it a little bit more sweet.
Yeah,
It's really good.
but I of course like pudding too. So
Yeah, so you were fine.
yeah,
You snacked on pudding like you're the dog from Air Bud, just like one fucking cup after another, just fucking. Ow, I can't do that.
yeah. It wasn't too bad. It only took me a couple days to recover.
Yeah, like I'm fine. I just couldn't go to work because I'm still on. I can't drive anywhere because I'm on hydro.
Yeah.
So I couldn't, like, I took it this morning, and today's, like, the last day. Like, they recommended me to take it. Otherwise, I just have to take ibuprofen. So I took it today, and I'm like, well, now what? I can't fucking go anywhere. Like, I just gotta chill here then and just get some shit done, I guess. But
One of the craziest things that I was thinking about was how advanced the technology has to be for them to... They take your teeth out, and then they sew it. Like, they do stitches.
it's, like, on your, like, kind of on my cheeks, not even, like, barely the gums.
Yeah, but the stitches are so advanced that they dissolve after a certain amount of time.
Like, I can feel, like, if I put my tongue in the back, I can, like, feel them barely.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, they don't bother me at all. Like, I have to use, like, mouthwash and shit, like, just to clean them to make sure they don't get infected. But, like, I don't feel it at all. Like,
It's crazy to me, though, that they don't have to go back in and take them out.
yeah.
They just dissolve.
Yeah, that's the one good thing.
Yeah. No double surgeries.
Go back in, just get them taken out. Get fucking loopy again.
Yeah, so in this in this appointment, we're going to put your wisdom teeth back in.
Oh, sign me up.
We're actually going to add 15 more teeth. They're going to be behind you.
We're going to turn you into a fucking shark. 10 rows of teeth, straight choppers. You can eat garbage, you can eat whatever, man. Fucking go for it. I don't know. I'm putting the teeth in. It's not my job to decide what you're going to do.
You
We're
will
gonna turn you
through a piece of meat faster than you ever had before.
We're going to make you into an actual shark boy. Like in that fucking movie.
You got to take this bitch with you. She's Lava Girl.
Lava Girl. Yeah, we have another girl in the room who just dumped molten on her head and she's ready to go.
You just see a skeleton standing in the corner.
It's like fucking Game of Thrones, like the hot like gold just over that guy's face. It's like, oh. You could eat anything. What? I don't know if, I mean, I can bite it. I don't know if I can digest it. Oh, we can fix that next. Oh, okay, cool.
I'm vegan. Well, prepare to get lettuce stuck in your teeth.
Well, I mean, you can still eat signs, trucks. You don't need to eat whole cows, bud. Come on, have some imagination.
You can eat other sharks.
But I'm vegan.
Listen, sign me up for the 18 extra teeth, but I don't want the fin or the gills. I'm not trying
Really?
to get looks.
I don't know.
I
Low
wouldn't
key,
take the
if someone's
fin. I would
like-
take the gills. Gills are at least hideable.
Okay, I thought you just said I would take the fin, but not the gills. I'm like, she'd just be walking around on land, just like with a fucking fin just sticking up, walking around like, oh wow, it's the shark boy. Can you swim? No, I don't. They didn't give me the gills. I had to pick one or the other. And I picked the fin, so I'm stuck with this fucking thing on my back now.
No,
None of my shirts fit. I look like a fucking camel. It doesn't even look like a shark.
No, I take the gills and not the fin.
Oh yeah, turn into a real life aqua boy. I'm an aqua boy. Watch me hold my breath.
Your parents just start keeping you in a tank and feeding you fish food.
You're like that thing in Hellboy. Like you just have a giant tank to yourself. Fucking just
You have to look like
scribble
that
it
too.
in. Oh man,
Maybe I look like a
If I had to look like a
Nutsack.
gilly boy, I don't know. I don't know, man. I would take the gills. I'd get them on the ribs.
Yeah.
But then I'd be that dork who wears a t-shirt in the pool. I'm not going to call them dorks. Sometimes they just have to wear a t-shirt into the pool. But I'd be that guy who wears a shirt in the pool, and they're like, just take it. Just get loose. Just take off your shirt. I'd be like, I can't. Why? I just lift it up. They see the gills like, oh, put it back on. Put it back on, please. Oh, no. Please, God, no.
So I wonder if, like, you went and swam in the pool, if you had gills, and it's like, you start breathing, and you're like, yep, 18 people definitely pissed in here.
You just taste the piss.
Yeah, would you be able to taste it? Just like, tastes like piss.
All the gills let you taste shit. It just allows you to breathe the water or breathe the oxygen in the water.
Piss water.
That's true.
Be like, this water seems extra salty.
Lake water and ocean water taste like ass anyway, so what's the like, I feel like, oh, this region slightly tastes worse than the others. I'm guessing there's piss over here, but otherwise tastes like nasty lake water.
Would you die from that?
Tasting lake water?
No, like having gills and going in a pool because of how chemically, like...
Quarantine? What is it?
Chlorine?
Quarantine? What the fuck is it? I don't know. You want to go throw a fish in a pool?
Sure.
All right. I don't know. Well, do frogs have gills? No, frogs don't. They just peep. Well, how the fuck do they swim around in the water as tadpoles? Because they stay in the water for like 3 weeks.
I think they grow out of them. I think they have gills to start, and then they grow out of them.
That makes sense. Yeah. I was going to say, because I see frogs in pools all the time. I've never seen like a full fish in a pool. I bet like it'd be fine, but the longer it's in there, the higher the chances that it's going to fucking die.
Yeah. Just like all the chemicals can't be great.
Yeah. Yeah, if like I guess if you aren't used to natural water, then yeah, it wouldn't be good for the fish. What the fuck are we talking about? Yo, can a fish fucking die in quarantine?
You mean chlorine?
Whatever. I don't fucking care. I swim in it. I don't fucking name it. I don't care what's in it. Unless it's piss. I'm not swimming in piss water.
I think it's funny how we started this whole conversation to where we are right now started with
wisdom
so
teeth.
I got my wisdom teeth out. And now we're talking about fish dying in pools.
Or getting gills and turning into a shark boy.
Yeah.
Better than being a soy boy. What's a soy boy? Next episode, we'll explain it if we have questions. Comment, what's a soy boy?
The one person that likes the videos.
Yeah. Like the one out of
the 8 people that view these things.
Basically.
I'll take it. Better than none.
What's a soy boy? Is that like a type of food? No.
A bean boy.
Bean boy? Oh, man. I mentioned this like right before the pod started, but Soulja Boy is making his own gaming console.
Yeah, I
Seems
heard
to be a
about that.
fucking disaster. I think, well, like, and people looked at, well, one of them is like an actual console, and then the other one is a straight up Game Boy that's just called the Soulja Boy. It's a fucking Game Boy. And like he's selling them for like $300-$400, and there you go. And people were looking for it, seeing like, okay, is he building one from scratch or is he taking it from something? It's like a previous model that you can get for like $30 to $100 in that price range, something. I don't remember, but basically it's a gaming system that allows you to play like old NES games to PlayStation 1 or 2. So like it's everything from like Pac-Man to like fucking Tomb Raider for the PlayStation.
Yeah, I don't think that he realizes that nobody wants to play those games anymore.
No, and if they did, they just, well, and if they did, they could buy the cheaper version.
Yeah, but like I still have a Game Boy and I have my 2 under my bed.
Yeah.
So I can still play all those games anyways if I want to.
Well, like, and I think they're automatically like downloaded, so it's like you're just stuck with those games.
Yeah, I saw something that said it comes preloaded with like a certain amount of like a lot of games.
Because it's like from the Atari to like the PlayStation, so it's just a fuckload of games from each generation or whatever.
Yeah. Is there any new games?
No. There's no way. Like,
old ones?
Like, looking at the quality of it, like, no. I would just buy myself, if I wanted to play Atari games, I'd buy the cheaper version.
Yeah, and if I wanted to pay $300 for a console, I would just buy a PS4 and Xbox.
Yeah, it looks like a bootleg Xbox
Mm-hmm.
or a bootleg PS4, but like with a ton of shitty games.
Why wouldn't he just collab with like Sony or Microsoft and just make his...
Because it's fucking Soulja Boy. Who wants to... He had like 3 hits.
Yeah.
In 2000, what? 5? 6?
Somewhere around there.
Let me see when... Because he blew up when he was 17.
His biggest one was Crank That.
Yeah. Because his biggest song came out when he was like 17.
Yeah, I don't know why he wouldn't just get with like Microsoft and be like, yo...
He probably tried, and they're like, get the fuck out of here. Who let Soulja Boy in? What the... Aren't you supposed to be fighting Chris Brown or some shit?
Are you supposed to be fighting your music career? It's winning right now.
Alright. I looked him up on iTunes, or Apple Music. His full name is Soulja Boy Tell 'Em.
Yeah.
I thought it was just Soulja Boy.
No.
It's a full sentence?
Full sentence.
Who the fuck has their rap name be a full sentence? Who are you, Dr. Seuss? Why you had a whole sentence to it? Cat in the Hat Who Took a Shat. Yeah. Fucking awesome, dude. At least make it clever. Tell them what? To crank that?
Exactly.
To kiss you through the phone? What other... To Overseas Drip? That's one of the other songs. To Pretty Boy Swag? Is that what you're telling them to do? There's no year.
I remember when Pretty Boy Swag came out, and I played it for my mom for the first time, and she was like, this song makes him sound like Stevie from Malcolm in the Middle. Like, he sounds like he's having an asthma attack.
That's such a
This
good show.
right here is my swag.
All right. Release date. Let me look it up. 2007.
Was his hot time?
Yeah, that was when it was released. Well, now on here, he's just known as Soulja Boy. So on iTunes, he's known as Soulja Boy Tell 'Em. But if you Google him, if you just look up Soulja Boy, that's all that comes up. I remember that music video. He had a shirt, a baggy-ass shirt, with a bunch of Superman logos on it.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess he didn't have permission to use them. So, like, they're all blurred. So he's wearing a fucking shirt with a blur.
I remember how the video starts off with, like, these 2 kids in the principal's office.
And they're going,
And they're, like, doing the dance and shit for the principal. And then it goes to him, and it's, like, him in a wrestling ring without the ropes.
Yeah! Dude. Well, music videos back then, like, it was just random shit.
Yeah.
Actually, rap music videos were, you needed a dance.
Mm-hmm.
You needed a dance or a clever hook. And then you needed kids to groove to your shit in the video.
Yeah.
And then you needed cars that look like shit today, but were fly as hell back then.
Yeah.
And then you need, like, some chicks, like, shaking ass in the back or twerking. Because I don't think twerking was around back then. It was just shaking.
The evolution of the rap music videos, like, 90s.
It started out with Birdman doing the fucking...
Yeah.
The hand gesture.
The 90s was, like, a fisheye lens, low angle,
Mm-hmm.
and you're rapping straight into it, looking into the camera. Unless it's Ice Cube, where it's all in black and white.
And it's like
he's just cruising
down the street, yeah.
Yeah. And then you get to the early 2000s, where it's like, I'll just take the Crank That video, for example, like...
I would feel like that's late 2000s.
It was just like a bunch of clips of other people jamming
dancing
to your song,
and like
then
you.
a small amount of you actually doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then nowadays it's fast cars, fat asses, and money.
Yeah.
Are like the top 3 things.
And then occasionally you'll have artists that like Eminem. He'd do something like kind of creative with it, like whether he's Slim Shady or he was actually Eminem.
I think
and he'd do something either funny or something like visually kind of cool.
Yeah, one rapper that does a good job of being a little more creative is, well, I'll name 2 actually, J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar.
That's what I was gonna say. Like Humble is a good music video. Like it's random shit, but it's shit that catches your eye.
I can't remember. I think it's Motivate. What's the J. Cole song when he's like driving a car through the air?
Oh, fuck. Moneybags, something like that. Oh fuck.
Is it ATM?
ATM.
Yeah.
I knew it was something with money. I was like, shit. Yeah, ATM. Now that's a good music video.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
We agree. All right, this podcast is over.
Cut it.
Yeah. But back to Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy, tell him. Fucking stupid. Dude, it's so dumb.
Fucking dumbass.
Dude, I can't get over that. Well, and he has like a fucking Wu-Tang tattoo in between his eye. Not his eye, but his like. So it looks like he has a unibrow. This dude. I don't like Soulja Boy. He's so annoying, bro.
So,
my sister gave me shit about not liking Russ. We were at a football game, off topic. We were watching one of my friends play. And like in the middle of the game, she was like, "Wesley, you don't like Russ?" I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, I didn't even say anything. I'm like, "How'd you know?" I'm like, I told her I didn't like Kodak like back in the day. Like, I don't like Kodak as much, but I'll listen to him a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I was like, who the fuck told you that? And she's like, why don't you like Russ? And I'm like, can I watch the game? I'm like, if you want to talk about this later, we can. I'm like, I can't think of the, like, not like I couldn't think of reasons. But like, it just caught me off guard. Like, I'm just watching a football game, and then out of nowhere, you don't like Russ? Like, no, not really. I'm like, did you just remember that? Like, out of nowhere? Like, they were like, 14-yard rush. Rush? That sounds like Russ. Wesley doesn't like Russ. Fucking out of nowhere. Yeah, I don't like Russ. He's fucking annoying.
Who does?
But I'd rather see him in concert than 6ix9ine. That's the only thing I'll give him. Well, then again, if I went to a 6ix9ine concert, it'd be in a fucking penitentiary. Woo!
Talking about Soulja Boy's between the eyebrow tattoo reminded me of 21 Savage.
Is a knife.
They were talking about how somebody asked him in an interview, they're like, so is that like an upside down cross in between your eyes?
Is a knife.
Is a knife. And that's all he said.
Do you like 21 Savage?
I'll listen to him.
Yeah, I don't know. He just sounds like he's bored.
Yeah.
And a ton of money.
His own music sounds like he's bored, but when he's in a feature, I think he does a better job.
Yeah, I like.
That's the same thing with Kodak, though.
Have you heard the one song with Metro Boomin where he's just whispering his entire verse? It's weird. I don't know what song it is, but he's like 18, like legit just whispering in the booth. It's so weird, but I love it. And then there's another, like, his personality is hilarious. Like, he'll just say something like deadpan, like he was doing an interview with someone, like showing off his stuff, and he was talking like eloquently. He's like, I don't know like what exactly he said, but he was like just speaking all fancy and shit. He's like, welcome to my extraordinarily lifestyle. And like he was just trying, you could see him like try not to laugh, but like he said a straight face the whole time.
Yeah.
But I don't know, sometimes he sounds like he's into it, but other times his main styles just sound like he's bored out of his fucking mind. Like he's like, I be in the hills, fucking superstar, feeling like a pop star. When the fuck we get at 10? Okay. I've been in the hills.
Yeah, he I feel like it works for him though.
Yeah, no one else can really do that.
It kind of makes him intimidating, honestly. Like he doesn't look like
I don't know about that, but keep going.
Well, to me it's like he seems so like straight-faced and bored that it almost seems like he doesn't give a fuck about anything.
Oh yeah, true.
So then it's like
he makes more money than us, so obviously.
So it's like no matter what you try to do to him, he's like, man, I don't give a fuck.
Man, all right.
It's a knife.
Man, it's a wrap. Get me out of here, bro. Yeah, can we just have you say that line one more time. Nah, it's a wrap. 21, but can we just... Oh, he's leaving. It's a wrap. Okay, 21, he's back in the booth. Back in the booth. Pick it up tomorrow. And he's gone. Okay, cool.
I want to know what his
Quavo
agent...
on the phone.
I want to know what his agent said to him to get him to take that video with Jake Paul.
I want to know how
that
much
conversation like?
I want to know how much he got paid to do a video with Jake Paul.
Honestly.
Yo, some people call me a savage.
Now listen, Savage. This is gonna be great for your career. Great for the kids. They want to listen to your music. You need to do a video with Jake Paul.
Who?
Jake Paul. He's the hottest YouTuber in the world.
Fucking YouTube. What was YouTube?
Man, I'm telling you, we just got to do this video. Get you up with the kids.
Is it a music video? Cause I mean, I'll do something, man. But
no. Better. Carpool karaoke.
With James Gordon?
No, with Jake Paul.
Fuck is it Jake Paul?
Man, forget it. You're getting paid a lot of money.
Well, Gucci Mane did a full song with Jake Paul.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, he did an Everyday Bro remix, and apparently he got paid like $250,000 to do it by Jake Paul.
That makes me upset because I like Gucci Mane.
That actually makes me happy because he conned Jake Paul out of $250,000.
True. He needs to give his money to something good.
Fucking finessed him. He's like, oh, sorry, dude, you want to do the track? He's like, nah. Oh, how much do you want? He's like, oh, shit. All right. I mean, if you offered, bro.
Yeah, so he gives him $250,000, and then he spent the rest of his money plugging his merch.
Yeah.
He plugs his merch more than...
Imagine being in a fucking car ride with Jake Paul as he's trying to be funny.
You always do the music stuff.
Dude, he was getting mad. Like, he turned on, like... Or he thought he was being funny, like, he turned on, like, some... Well, for those of you who don't know, like...
songs that he turned on.
I remember one of them was, like, a Christmas song. He's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Katy Perry was one of them.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, like, about a year... I think it was this summer... There's a show called Carpool Karaoke on YouTube, and they had
that,
and then the one on Apple Music also, right?
Yeah, but
there's like three different ones.
The Apple Music one is James Corden, like he produces it, but it's not always him in the episode.
Oh, so Jake Paul just did his own fucking shit and had 21 Savage on for no reason?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That wasn't part of the Apple Music thing.
Are you serious?
That was his own thing. Yeah.
That makes me more upset that Savage said yes.
He did that video before the Apple Music one was a show.
Oh, shit, he did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, so basically, Jake Paul took this idea of doing carpool karaoke. He somehow managed to get 21 Savage to do it. I want to know how much money he paid him to do it, though, because he had to get paid for something.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way he just said yes to doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, it's just Jake Paul trying to be funny for like 20 minutes in a car ride with 21 Savage. And 21 Savage isn't having any of it. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, he does like Jingle Bells or some shit. Yeah. He's like, oh, it's every day, bro. I'll pick a song. And he picks like Jingle Bells, and 21 Savage is sitting in the car. He's like, man, I'm about to just roll out here. Like, just I'm gonna do an army roll on a red light. I'll just boop out the door. Just unbuckles the seatbelt, just fucking dives out of the car.
The part that I always remember is when Jake Paul turns on Katy Perry,
and
then 21 Savage just gets a straight ass face, like more straight than it already was. And he's like,
what are you doing?
Yeah, all of a sudden he's like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Like, turn this shit off. He's like actually getting mad about it.
I think this came out like around Halloween, because he's like, I remember this part exactly. He's like, what are you going to be for Halloween? He's like, Jason, that's my alter ego.
Yeah.
He's like, oh man, my alter ego's like some sort of surfer dude or some shit.
Yeah, and then does that impression.
He does that impression, like some girls on the street, and Savage is like in the car like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm about to fire my fucking agent. This is bullshit.
Yeah, I'd have to be making a couple stacks for me to ever do
I would want to take everything out of his fucking bank account to get in that car ride with him.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll give you everything I have. He's like, bro, I'll give you everything I have if you just take one car ride with me and we do a carpool karaoke. I need to take the dude's whole bank account, like everything he's made.
Yeah.
I'm not getting in that bitch for fucking $250,000. That's not enough.
Especially when, because they did it when 21 Savage was like hot on the scene. Like he was a top tier rapper, which not saying that he's not now, but
that was when
that's like the peak.
He had like an album like just come out, and he had like
the one with bank account.
Yeah, he had bank account come out.
Mm-hmm. And then he has to go and do this. It's like you didn't have anything else to do. You're just settling for Jake Paul videos.
Well, I think it was either that or going to protest with Amber. What's her name? Amber Rose. She dragged him to all those protests, and I think he had enough of it. He's like, fuck, dude. He had to wear a shirt that said, I'm a hoe. It's like, at that point, I think he's like, I'd rather take a car ride.
I want to know, like, because she's had so many boyfriends. It was him,
Wiz,
and then
Kanye.
all of a sudden, Kanye, and then all of a sudden, she starts dating Monte Morris.
Oh, yeah.
Who played basketball at Iowa State.
Mm-hmm.
And now is like in the NBA. I want to know how she goes from a top tier like rapper making a ton of money to like a backup point guard on an NBA team.
Must have went to a game and just was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Went to a game with Savage, like, so you're not going to wear the shirt? Okay. Monte.
And then they broke up shortly after they started. I think they only dated for like a month and a half or something like that.
No.
But enough about that.
Yeah. How did this whole... Bro, we went from fucking... We're back to Shark Teeth to fucking 21 Savage. How did we even get to 21 Savage?
I can't even remember now. It's been such a long conversation. Well, we were talking about Soulja Boy and his Wu-Tang tattoo.
Who's Soulja Boy?
Soulja Boy, tell him.
Oh, okay. I know who that is.
What if I just said tell him? We were talking about tell him and...
Tell him, Tubby.
William, tell him.
What? Yeah, what?
Huh?
William Tell?
I'm like...
That's an actual guy.
I'm like...
Hold up. Who the fuck is William Tell, bro?
It's the dude that shot the apple off that dude's head with the bow and arrow.
How the fuck do you remember that?
I don't know. It's just one of those random facts that sits in the back of my head that I'm ready to pull out at any time.
Oh, man.
Including this exclusive interview right now.
I want to find out what Soulja Boy Tell Him's real name is.
Speaking of real names...
Not Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy Tell Him. Google Jesus.
Speaking of real names, weren't we talking about T-Pain the other night?
Like a while ago.
When we were driving?
Yeah. Not recording a pod?
Yeah, we were driving around and we were talking about T-Pain. And I'm like, I think that he got the T because his name is like Theodore.
Oh, yeah. And then we double checked. There's no fucking T in this dude's name.
And then I looked up his name and it's like something super African. It's like Shakif Marif, the chief.
Just look it up so you don't say some super offensive shit.
It is something like that. I
remember
close.
we looked it up. I almost said DeAndre. I'm so fucking... I'm the whitest shit ever. His name is DeAndre Cortez Way. That's Soulja Boy.
Mm-hmm. T-Pain is Fahim Rashad. And then I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but it's spelled Najm.
Najam?
Probably.
Najm? Najm?
Something like that.
Or Nam? Nam?
We were just so confused at where he got the T from. It doesn't make any sense. Man. Is he still making music?
Probably not.
He is, actually.
I remember someone posted... He was on fucking World Star, of course, which we'll get to in a minute, but... Someone posted on World Star like, oh, T-Pain broke as fuck. He ain't living his best life. Like, it's just him recording a video on his porch.
Mm-hmm.
He just doesn't have that many cars, but they're like not like there's some Lambos and some Rolls Royces and shit.
Yeah.
He's just not packing a bunch of cars like a lot of these new rappers. Like they buy like 30 cars. I'm like he's still living a fucking good life. I'm like, Can you afford that fucking house?
This throws
No.
it back to one of the early on episodes. Like we're talking about right now, how he doesn't buy a bunch of fancy cars and stuff like these new rappers. And it goes back to what J. Cole was saying in his diss track about how, like, you need to make sure that you take care of buying a house and make sure you take care of your future before you start trying to flex on everybody.
Yeah. 'Cause I feel like that's, like, a lot of these young rappers are just buying a bunch of, like all these fucking, like, chains and jewelry and shit. Because Migos, like, popularized, like, the fucking, well, like, chains were always popular, but they popularized, like, having 10 chains on your fucking neck, like, all iced out.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's just trying to get, like, the biggest chains and, like, the most chains and jewelry on their neck, like, wearing, like, 3 watches on one wrist. Like, it's insane.
Yeah. Which is crazy, like, because once you're not popular in the game anymore, that stuff's going to mean nothing.
Yeah, you're going to have to sell it off for, like, a couple thousand. Like, you're not going to get it back for, not going to get full price back for that shit.
Well, speaking of Migos, like, I was watching the Carpool Karaoke with them.
Yeah.
And Offset's wearing a chain, and then he has, like, this piece that's a house.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah. And he said that just the piece, not the chain, cost $250,000. You can buy a house for that much money. And he bought a small one to wear around his neck.
Do you see he crashed Cardi B's show?
Yeah. He came with, like, a cake and flowers and shit.
She fucking kicked him off stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's whack. He got caught cheating or some shit. I didn't look into the story. I just saw they were done. And I'm like, okay, who cares?
Now he's coming back into the media saying how he misses Cardi.
Shouldn't have fucking cheated on her, dude. Like,
yeah.
It's that simple, bro.
This is really off topic, but it goes along with Amigos. Have you listened to Takeoff's album?
No. It's come up a couple of rotations, but I just skip it in Apple Music because I'm like, oh, I'll listen to it next time, but I need to find time.
Yeah, there's a few good songs on there. I was listening to it today when I was working out, and it's pretty good.
Yeah.
There's another rapper that my cousin got me into called DaBaby, which is a weird name.
Sounds like a fucking baby, dude.
Yeah.
Sounds like a crybaby.
But he's actually pretty good. His new album, I'll see if I can find it. What is it? Oh, let's see.
Good God. Excuse me.
Good God almighty.
Jesus.
Okay, let's see.
After this, I have a story to tell.
Okay. Where is it at? Where is it at? Yeah.
Soulja Boy, tell him. The fuck? That's like his opening line. He's like, I'll make it my full name.
Okay, here we go. So his album that he released this year is called Blank Blank. And the 2 songs that I listen to the most off that album are Next Song and 21. And it's just 9 songs, but I mean, the dude's a good rapper, worth a listen for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I'll have to check him out along with Takeoff's shit, but
yeah.
So this story I was gonna mention last time on the pod, but I forgot because we had a ton of good topics we were just talking about. I just honestly forgot about it.
Yeah.
So the week before, I went to Moline, which is like a small town, like kind of on the border of Illinois and Iowa. And while up there, we went to an arcade and just decided to spend some money at an arcade and, play some games there. And so everybody's turning in their cards for prizes and shit. And I give my cards to my siblings. So I'm like, what am I going to do with a fucking plastic sword or a stuffed animal like that I can't even afford?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm like, it's not even worth it. I'm like, I was just playing these games for fun. Like, I don't even care. I noticed behind me, as my mic falls, so I just hear yelling behind me. And those rides where it's not exactly VR, but it's like you sit down and it's like you're in a roller coaster ride or some shit, and it like shakes you around and has surround sound and all that shit.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And there's 2 kids in it, and a mom and a dad.
Mm-hmm.
And the dad is losing his fucking shit. And like he's just yelling, and the kid drops something, and so I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, it sounds like he dropped a phone. Mm-hmm. Like under the seat or something. Like something's just gone. Like it's missing. And this, I was already mad at this dude.
Mm-hmm.
He, like, just because he's walking around this small ass arcade with a full double duty, heavy duty, fucking military approved stroller for his kids who can walk just fine.
Yeah.
God, I hate people like that. If your kid can walk, don't bring a stroller.
Honestly.
That big, at least. You can bring a small little scooter or stroller. Don't need a fucking tank, dude. Like, you don't. So he's just losing his shit. And me, being the good person I am, I just listened into the conversation, like the eavesdropper I am. And apparently he gave this item, which I'll reveal in a minute, to his kid, and the kid lost it. Mm-hmm. And the wife is like, well, let's just calm down. You're in front of the kid. She's like, I thought you had. He's like, if I would have had it, it wouldn't be lost. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, okay, buddy. Fuck. I'm like, all right. What the I'm like, he must have lost his phone, because that's what it sounds like. Mm-hmm. Well, he pulls his phone out with the flashlight, and he's looking under him like, okay, he didn't lose his phone. Must be his car keys. Mm-hmm. No, he's one of those people that has the car keys on the outside of his pocket, because I hear him jingling.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, it's not his car keys. What the fuck did he lose? He fucking lost his game card. The card you use to swipe to start the game. Uh-huh. He fucking lost both of those. Or his kids did. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, bro, you can just go back up and buy 2 more. If you lost them, okay, you don't want to spend any more money, then just go.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck do you need to stay? I have a feeling he took his kids there just so he could get the prize money.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's yelling at his wife. She's like, there are kids here. Calm down. And he's like, shut up. Like, he goes to straight shut up. I'm like, oh shit. And she fucking props to his wife, because she didn't like yell back at him or anything. Mm-hmm. She just looked at him. She's like, okay, you're not getting any of this tonight, just saying. Like, she had that look on her face. He was too fucking heated to notice, like, just to chill down, calm down. And so basically he's like just getting in an argument. He's like, I thought I heard something, but oh, it's echoing. That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, like, he's looking around, and like he's just still arguing with his wife and just being a straight up yeller, just yelling at everything that fucking breathes. And so by the time my siblings get done getting their shit, he comes up to the front desk. He's like, can I just get 2 new game cards? My kids lost the other fucking 2. I'm like, that's all you had to do, bro. Like, you didn't have to fucking do this shit. Like, what the fuck?
You should have taken him behind the arcade and put him down like old Yeller. Here's your fucking game cards.
Damn. That would have been epic. Oh, bro. I don't know why the fuck this is echoing, but we'll work through it. Who fucking cares? That took me off a minute. Like, I was like, what the fuck is that noise? I'm like, oh, it's just echoing. Like, right now, it's probably not going to come through in the video, but like, it's echoing.
Yeah. Because I say something and then I hear it a second later in my headphones.
Yeah.
It's weird.
That's what's also fucking me up right now. Yeah, so that's like my one story that I just fucked up, but who cares?
This episode is so weird. Like, we don't have a set topic. We're just saying random shit.
Yeah. We had like we had an idea of a topic last week, and this week we're like, shark teeth, fuck faces. I
guess this is just gonna be a comedy episode. Like, it's just us going off of each other telling jokes.
Yeah. Cause like I looked at the time, we're at 15 minutes now. Like we just pad. I feel like the first like whole half is gonna be fucking shark teeth jokes. Like when we go back and listen to it.
Oh my god.
Fucking, I can't get over that. Like,
dude, I'm making clips of that for sure.
It's like those people on Ripley's Believe It or Not. They get like the fucking snake tongue and shit. Oh, here's Alan, 25-year-old, has teeth like a fucking shark. Alan eats stop signs, bumpers, and dogs and cats and whatever comes into his backyard.
And pussy. So I was on YouTube today because I was bored, and I recently got into this comedian, and I'm gonna butcher his name. I know I am. I think it's Bert Kreischer. I think is how you pronounce it. Anyways, he's talking about how he went to Amsterdam, and they were talking about going to the Anne Frank house.
Yeah.
And he's
I
like,
think I remember.
He's like, for the longest time, I thought that Anne Frank and Helen Keller were the same person. And he's like, his friends were like, yeah, you can see the closet that they kept her in. And he's like, they kept her in a closet? And he's like, yeah, the Nazis were looking for her. And he's like, how did the Nazis not find... Anyways, he's like... He thinks that they're the same person, but they're on their way there, and they see this sign that says like live sex. So apparently, over in Europe, they do these live sex shows where people like come on stage and like finger themselves and shit.
What the fuck? In Europe?
Yeah, in like
I'm gonna
Amsterdam.
buy tickets right now.
So he's like, we're getting tickets, we're going, and the show's called Flying Dildos. And so
is there audience participation?
In the last one, yeah, and he participates.
They just toss dildos?
Well, I'll get to it in a sec. So the first lady comes out, and he's like, yeah, she just starts fingering herself, going to town like hard, and he's like, they're just in the front row like, just like disgusted, and then he's like, we just wanted to see flying dildos, so we just start booing everybody else off stage, like all the other acts. And he like tells some more stuff. You'd have to go watch it to get the whole story. But anyways, so he says this big German, like 6-foot German lady comes out, thigh-high boots, a leather biker's cap, and she's like, "Gentlemen, calm down. I am flying dildos."
What?
Like that's her act, I guess.
Oh, I thought that was her name. I'm like, hello, I am flying dildos.
No, so she's like, I need a volunteer. And Bert's like, fuck it, I got it. So he goes up. She handcuffs him, takes his pants off of him, and he's like, my dick popped out of the front of my boxers. And my friend was sitting in the front row, and I'm like, put it back in, please. And he's like, I will not be doing that. And he's like, the next thing I know, she's standing over me with like a 12-inch black dildo, ready to Excalibur it into my mouth.
What the
And so
fuck?
he's like, I had a game time decision. I could either try to block the shot, close my mouth, block it with my teeth, and end up losing teeth, or just give in and take it. So he decides he's just going to take it, and he's like, she goes 8 deep in my mouth.
What the fuck, dude?
And then she's like, this is flying dildos, get your cameras, and lets everybody in the room take a picture with him while he's like flopping around, pants down, like fucking dildo in his mouth.
I thought about like
craziest
people.
shit I've ever seen.
I thought it was like people from the audience like brought their own dildos, like how people bring tomatoes to a show and just fucking throw it at the front.
I thought it would be like a knife throwing act, like somebody sits there with their legs open and throws it.
Bingo.
Yeah, exactly.
Bullseye.
Europe is fucking crazy, man. Like
Dude.
all these like Seth Rogen and all these comedians tell stories about when they went to Amsterdam or like Europe in the 90s when it was just fucking insane.
Yeah, like I Now they got boring shit like Brexit. Fuck that. I'm not going over there for some Brexit.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck that is. I don't know what Brexit is.
Oi, bruv.
Oi, bruv.
Yeah, like Seth Rogen has told the story about how he took so many mushrooms that he like didn't know where he was. He ended up in like Paris or something.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, that's insane. Back in the day when things were lenient.
Yeah. Any other sex stories you want to tell us?
I think that's all I got.
All right. I don't know. I think I'm out of stories after that. I can't top it. Fucking flying dildo.
Story of the night.
Oh man. Besides Soulja Boy, tell him. I can't get over that. Soulja Boy, tell him. That's the opening to your song, and you're just gonna go, I'll stick with that.
Hop up out the bed, turn my swag on.
Sound like Krispy Kreme. Dude, has Krispy Kreme uploaded anything?
I don't think so. I think he made enough money after he went on Tosh.0 that he's just kind of chilling now.
Krispy Kreme 2012. Oh, if you don't know who
I
Krispy
got
Kreme
500 houses and 500 mouses. What?
He just got dunked on. If you don't know who Krispy Kreme is, just look him up on YouTube. Greatest rapper of our generation. Krispy Kreme 2012.
That's a better opening than Soulja Boy Tell Him.
Oh, for sure.
If he would have started off with Soulja Boy 2012, I maybe have considered listening to more of his songs.
He has videos, but they don't look like songs.
He still uploads videos?
Yeah. Well, the last one was like 3 months ago.
Krispy Kreme 2012. Yeah. We back up in this. Y'all already know.
I am the baddest of them all. I don't mess with y'all. I'm surprised I remember that shit. Oh, man. As soon as I started that up, all the lyrics started coming back to me.
TRP 2012.
Just like every time I hear a Nickelback song. Fuck Nickelback.
That's what we were talking about. Like,
look at this photograph.
Yeah. That's what we were talking about the other day. We're like, we will say fuck Nickelback until we die, but the minute you turn on a Nickelback song, we know every word.
Oh, yeah.
This is how
you remind me.
I started thinking about that at the gym today because that song started playing.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Well, when we were listening to Nickelback in the car, like on the third song, I'm like, bro, I'm getting a fucking headache. I gotta turn this shit off.
It wasn't the third song. It was still the first one.
That was the second one.
No, we turned on. Oh, maybe it was.
Yeah, because we played Rockstar after that.
Yeah, we played This Is How You Remind Me.
Yeah.
And got about halfway through and then played Rockstar and we're like, good lord, this is not worth it.
Who knew all you needed was a goatee and a shitty haircut to make a band? Dude, that goatee made him look like a fucking possum.
I wonder how many Nickelback jokes they're going to make in the new Deadpool.
I don't know, but I'm probably not going to see it.
I'll probably rent it.
Yeah, like, I mean, like, not see it now, but have Nickelback even made anything? Let me look up.
I don't think they've released a song since, like, 08. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case.
Let's see. Oh, lordy. Doesn't sound like it. It sounds like they only have, like, 3 albums. We got Feed the Machine. Don't like that at all. Dude, this looks like I fucking made this in high school Photoshop. All these album covers, it looks like I made these in like Photoshop in high school for graphic design. We got Feed the Machine. No Fixed Address.
Nope.
Here and Now. Oh, Dark Horse. All the Right Reasons. This is more than 3. And The Long Road.
All trash.
Actually, probably can't because Nickelback will copyright us right away.
Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, put a copyright on the video. Fucking.
We're doing them a favor by playing them in our podcast.
The only. Actually, no, unless you're Mark McGrath on your radio station, he plays Nickelback.
Sugar Gay, dude.
If he's not playing his own songs, fucking.
I think every fifth song he plays his own.
He plays a Sugar Ray song. Yeah.
It's like the first 4 are a different band, and then the 5th one is usually always.
Here's a band you never heard of. I don't know if I've ever told you. I've been in a band named Sugar Ray. Pretty big band.
Not Sugar Gay.
We were
we
in a small little movie called the Scooby-Doo movie, and yeah, here we go. Just plays the track. His fucking producer comes in. Can you not play Sugar Ray for 10 fucking seconds? But I'm Mark McGrath. How are they gonna know about Sugar Ray? Sugar Ray's fucking over, Mark. You gotta play something new and hip. What's more hip than Sugar Ray, dude? What's the name of their fucking songs?
There's 2 popular songs, I think.
Yeah, and the only 2 songs that they've ever made, I think.
There's one that I don't know the name of, but I know it when I hear it. And I can't remember what it is.
There's a bunch of bands named Sugar Ray. Jesus, I looked up Sugar Ray and like all these results came up.
Whack.
What the fuck? All right, I think it's Someday.
Yeah, that sounds
and then
right.
Fly. Fly. That's all I know. Fly. Shut up, Mark. Dude, I'll beat the fuck out of you. I'll fuck up your fuck.
Go tweeze your nipple.
Get the fuck back in your Hyundai. Dude, yeah, he's in Sugar Ray's in the Scooby-Doo movie.
I remember that. It's the first one, right?
Yeah.
And then don't they pull off Mark's face? And he's like a monster?
I think his eyes glow, but they don't pull off his face. That would have been amazing.
Is that the one where their souls go into a community?
They're all like, yeah, they're in like an island.
Yeah.
There's like a fucking sperm pool or some shit, it looks like. That was not a good design. Even as a kid, I'm like, this doesn't look...
This is sus.
This isn't fucking...
Sir, this is a little sus.
Do you have any more stories, or do you think we should wind it down here soon?
I think I've gotten all my random stories in.
And I think shark teeth are as good as I'm going to get tonight.
We made some pretty good jokes on that one.
Alright, are there any like other songs that you're listening to? Or any books you're reading?
I haven't been reading any books. Let me look at my music. See if there's anything new. Well, I already mentioned that one album. Other than that, my music's been getting kind of stale.
Yeah. I got some music that I have been listening to, actually. So.
No Flex. That's the song that
Oh, yeah, No Flex. I've been listening to a song, a new artist who has a lot of new businesses coming up. His name is DeAndre Cortez Way. It's pretty good. You may also know him as Soulja Boy. Tell him. I gotta say, I like what I hear. And who else? There's another art. I can't think of his name. Being 100% serious right now. Oh, okay. Here we go.
Is it Fahim?
Chad Kroger or Kreger.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. He's part of a band. I don't know if you ever heard of them. They're called Nickelback. But, dude, fucking bangers.
Bro, you know who I've been really fucking with? Fahim.
As you're fucking pulling it up.
What is it? Fahim Rashad? No. Better known as T-Pain?
T-Pain? Oh, I fucking hit you with the
Yeah,
Chad
the
Kroger. Or Kroger. Whatever his name is. That's his name?
Apparently.
No way. No. What is this? Okay. Something on Twitter. Davenport, Iowa. Do you have plans August 3rd, 2019? Now you do. Look forward to spending a Saturday night at Mississippi Valley Fairgrounds with you. Cheers. This was tweeted by Nickelback.
They tour still?
I guess, but I don't see Chad in the picture. Unless Chad got a serious... Well, now they all got the same haircut. I'm not even fucking joking. Look at this. Same haircut, all of them. I don't recognize which one's him. Oh, it's this guy in the middle, I think. Oh, no. His nose... I thought his nose was a little bit more pointier than that, but who knows? Surprised Nickelback has a fucking Twitter page.
I'm surprised they have a following to allow them to tour.
See how many followers they got. 752,000.
That's 752,000 people that are really sad. Well, that's about all I got.
Well, I got one more artist.
One more?
No, I got one more fucking artist. I just gotta Google their real name first. You don't know who the hell it is.
The only other one I think that you would try to con me with is Sugar Gay, but I already know Mark McGrath.
Yeah, Mark McGrath.
Can't trick me with
No. I'm not gonna trip. Fuck, I'm gonna fuck this up.
You gotta let me guess on who I think is before you.
Shaya bin Abraham Joseph.
Good Lord. What genre?
Rap. This is a tough one. You would not think of him as a Shaha or Shaya.
Is it Kodak?
No.
21?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. 21.
Interesting. I was trying to think of like an artist that you don't really listen to that much. Since you were trying to clown on the other ones, and I'm like, Kodak's a good one to guess, and then 21 was my second one.
Well, I have another one then. Let's see. Oh, you're gonna fucking get this one. Russell Vitale.
Russ?
Yeah. Yeah, my rap name should just be like my nickname. That's if like I got into rap. Call me Wes with 2 S's.
Or with 2 Z's.
Yeah.
Wes.
That's like half the fucking professors pronounce my name. Hey, Wesley. Is there fucking...
Oi, bruv. I'm Wes. Oi.
Yeah?
Brava. We in it.
We in the building with this track. In the coop. Putting down records and hot tracks. Pumping and grinding on the tracks. Putting out slappers. Bumping and slapping on the thing. Getting them on the trolley. We in the trolley. We in this bitch. We on the train tracks. We on the trolley.
Oi, bruv. We in it.
We in the building.
We in the building.
I love it. This is like a 10-minute wrap up.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
If you
Yep.
what you hear, follow us
Uh-huh.
on Instagram at Totally Red Podcast.
Yep.
Also subscribe and
Yep.
like this video.
Yep.
If you want some TRP merch, go to the link in the bio.
Shameless plug.
Yep, shameless plug. For sure.
Yep.
Other than that, I think that covers everything.
You're damn right that covers everything.
Again, I'm Nick.
I'm,
Wes with 2 Z's.
No, I changed my name. This isn't even that funny, but I'm just going to do it. My name's Chad Kroger. I'm going to go record with the rest of Nickelback, whoever the fuck their names are.
Chad Kroger and those other guys.
Chad Kroger and the other fucks. I gotta go to their show now. I'm just gonna be the only one there, like, yeah. Songs. No, for real, I'm Wes. Chad, I'm not trying to steal your identity, bro.
And I'm Nick.
All right.
That's it.
We out the building now. We gotta close the doors out the building.
We do fucking nothing.
Summarize.
Good lord.
Yeah, there's a
to wrap up about
fuckload. You know what? Fuck the summary. I'm Wes. That's Nick. We're done.
We out. Peace.
I have the last word. Ha!